1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I'm coming through. I'm a little bit late tonight. Just a wee bit, but a little bit late. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. Say no more about that one. So yeah, here I am, here again, doing the same old thing, checking to see if I am actually coming through. And we're gonna click that. Yep. A little bit late tonight. I'm coming through. Here again, doing the same old thing, checking to see if Eric Vickers, Brian Johnson, Lisa Cambridge are watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome one and all. Welcome to the live stream. What's been happening this week, he says? Well, a few things. Poor old Rachel from accounts. She's been whinging, sat behind Starmer the karma. That's what he needs, some karma, doesn't it? And yeah, he's been Paul Smith's watching. Hey, all right, Paul. And yeah, and so there's Rachel Reeves whinging behind him because well, the official thing is that she was actually so emotionally affected because Starmer almost, you know, had an opinion and took a stance, but in the end, he just U-turned again. But yeah, so it's all bloody madness, isn't it? 4th of July we're waiting for. What are we on now? 3rd of July, tomorrow. It's all happening tomorrow. So they say, in the road. So they say, because they say that it's all going to kick off on the 4th of July. Something big is going to happen. And all of these predictions, these things that people say, you know, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, it's all planned. And you think to yourself, well, is it planned? Is everything planned? Or is it just, you know, is it just coming up by chance? Is everything by chance, or is it all part of the master plan? That's the big big question, really, isn't it? You know, destiny or fate? Is it destiny or fate? Are we up shit creek without a paddle? So, what's this? I've only just logged in. I've been out this afternoon in the Moggy, doing some trials with a new camera I've got. I bought this, which is a snazzy little camera. It's like a GoPro, but if anybody, Bob Harrison, I'll confirm him anyway, we'll find out later. I always get this. I get people that befriend me, and some of them, this is the thing. You get people on Facebook and they ask to be a friend, and so yeah, you know, because let's be honest, you know, half of us don't know 3/4, if not 90% of the friends we have on Facebook. But that's how you make friends, isn't it? By connecting. And excuse me. And this is a thing, you know, aren't you supposed to increase your friendship? You know, and as we reach out to one another in this life before we shuttle off to the mortal coil, as they say. And yeah, so you know, it's one of them. You sort of think to yourself, well, all right, I'll friend them, and then they come back to you and they say things like, "Hey, have you heard the news?" You know, on Messenger. "Hey, have you heard the news?" "No, what's the news?" They're drawing you in. "Well, there's this great thing where the government will give you $50,000. And you think, dollars? I live in England. It's not dollars, it's pounds. Well, not yet, anyway. And then they say, well, what it is, you have to fill this form in. Go to this link. And you think, how daft do you think people are in this day and age? But people will do it. They will click on links that they've been given by somebody they absolutely don't know and have never known until this new friend arrives on Facebook. Anybody that asks for a connection through Facebook, I always check them out. And, like this one that's just done it now, I'm going to do it. I'm going to click on there now. And I'm on Facebook on this computer as well. And I'm going to go on there, friend requests. Right, 11 friend requests. View recent requests. Is it? View sent requests. No, that's not that. Let's go back and see what's a friend request. All friends, see if that comes down. No, it doesn't show. So, Bob. It was Bob Harrison. Harrison. Right. Bob Harrison. Right, so I've already got a Bob Harrison that's got 62 mutual friends. He's a musician. And then there's this other Bob Harrison. I clicked on it, and he's got 15 friends. 15 friends, and about absolutely nothing. Posts, absolutely nothing. So all he's got is a blank page, with nothing on it, and 15 friends. How long's he been on? Well, it doesn't matter really, because he's obviously a fisher. He's obviously a fraud. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to click on it and unfriend and say, Bobby, fuck off. And so off he goes. And that's it. He's now gone. And this is what you've got to do. When you're on Facebook, you've got to be careful. Now, when I first joined Facebook, I didn't have any friends. I didn't even know what the bloody hell it was about. It was one of them, and I just thought, well, what's it called? I'll just add some friends, and so it suggested a few people for me, as Facebook does when you first start, or it did do. I don't think it does now. And so I started adding friends, and I thought, oh, this is easy. So just build up loads of friends and speak to people. I didn't even know what it was about. It was the first time I'd been on any social media was Facebook, and I didn't know any road. I ends up, after about 24 hours, I got a message from Facebook saying I'd been banned for making friends for 14 days. And I thought, what? How come? And apparently, you're not supposed to make friends with people you don't know. Well, that's what social media is all about, isn't it? So, of course, being a singer-songwriter, what did I do? I wrote a song about it. And this is it, and it's called Just a Friend, in brackets, Facebook song. I've been a friend on Facebook for a while, and the comments and the photos make me smile. It's good to follow trends that people show, but don't make a friend that you don't know. I'm not a social stalker on the net. Well, I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend. But Facebook wants to put this to an end. I always thought that Facebook was a place to know people you don't meet face to face. You could get to know them all online, people you could talk to all the time. I'm not a social stalker on the net. Well, I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend. But you know Facebook wants to put this to an end. There's one thing that you all must understand. It's a lesson that I had to learn firsthand. To know the silly rules when you begin, 'cause making friends you don't know is a sin. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know that Facebook can't. I'd really like to add you as a friend. Got tongue-tied. Facebook wants to put this to an end. Hey, there's one thing that you all must understand. It's a lesson that I had to learn firsthand. To know them silly rules when you begin. Making friends you don't know, it's a sin. I'm not a social stalker on the net. Well, I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend. But you know Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I've been banned for making friends for 14 days, and I've had to learn the error of my ways. If Facebook does not want me as a friend, well, I'll have to bring my profile to an end. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know that I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend. But you know Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I'm not a social stalker on the net. You know I'm just a friend you ain't already met, and I'd really like to add you as a friend. But you know Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I said now Facebook wants to bring this to an end. I said that Facebook wants to bring this to an end. There you go, the Facebook song. And let's just check that the old guitar is in tune, because I did detect a little bit of out tunage there, so let's just see. Bit sharp. The weather, wood expands with heat and cold and contracts and messes about. That's better. Yeah, it always messes about with the temperature and humidity with a guitar. Well, seeing as I've sung one of my own songs, one that I cheers, Brian. One of these songs that I wrote myself, I think I'll what's it called? I'll play all of the songs tonight are the songs that I wrote on my CD. My CD, Songs on the Back Foot. Now, the thing is, people don't buy CDs much anymore. I sell them on my website. I think I've got a link on. And I sell them at my gigs. But, yeah. But if anybody out there wants a CD, you can have one for free. You can have free, gratis. All you got to do is just contact me, and if you pay the postage, which should be about, I don't know what it is now, quid, 150, something like that, is it, for a stamp? I can stick it in an envelope, so I can get away with it with a first-class stamp. So if you want one, and you pay the post, then I'll give you one for free. Free gratis, you can have it. It's got 10 songs on it, and it's got 10 songs, and you know, all of these songs, and there's fun songs on, there's songs there that are designed to depress you, to educate you, and you'll hear some of these. Now this one is a song that I wrote on Songs from the Back. Lisa Cambridge is in, Songs on the Back Foot. And this is all about my local area where I grew up, Hyde and Tameside, and it was riddled with mills. The first job he ever had was in a mill. It was Boris Buckley's mill in Whitelands Road in Ashton-under-Lyne. And yeah, that was the first mill. It was they did nylon, white nylon type stuff, like rayon and that kind of thing. I was an apprentice fitter, but there was only 3 bloody machines in there, so there wasn't much to learn about. You know, there's only 4 screws on the bleeding machine. But yeah, but slowly but surely, all of these mills closed down, and all the jobs went, and everything was packed up and buggered off to the Far East, and now everything's made in China, i.e. you can buy it all off Temu. But this is called Jobs No More. Today they closed my factory down, with work in my town, men and women out of work, factory floor to office clerk. No need to rise on Monday morn, no work to do to earn your corn. All my friends I saw each day, they sadly haven't much to say. Wagons came with cranes today to load the looms to take away, in welders' boots and a leather cap. Pick up the pipe work up for scrap. Ships are loaded, ropes released, destination the Far East. They led the world with British made, but now substandard import trade. Down, then turned to years. No jobs had men reduced to tears. No Christmas dinner, Sunday best, birthday cancelled and the rest. Well, I'd give you anything you like, but sorry lad, there's no new bike. Times have changed, it seems hard, can't afford a birthday card. Microchip technology, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Microchip technology, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Now my young lad's turned 24. He's never had a job before. His young son is only 3, but he'll have no job just like me. Silicone chips made everything fast, our way of life left in the past. We thought that this technology would benefit our prodigy. Microchip technology, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. They closed closed the old job dented down, demolished half of my old town, undermined by the minimum wage, increased the retirement age. Well, all the pubs have hired thugs, it's booming business selling drugs. England's gardens full of weed, now too many mouths to feed. Microchip technology came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. Waiting for the good old days when we all worked in different ways. It's no one's fault, no one's to blame. Inevitable change that came. Now there's a motto that is apt: to survive you must adapt. I found a market with a need, growing plants and I'm selling weed. Microchip technology, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. I said microchip technology, it came with no apology. Computers do the work of 10, jobs no more for boys and men. Boys and men. Boys and men. And that's the way it went. That's the way it went. They all closed down, and that was it. They all became flats or units or separate units, that kind of thing, like Cavendish Mill in Hyde. Anybody out there know Cavendish Mill? Cavendish Mill was trying to find my rack here because I like to play harmonica on this one. Yeah, Cavendish Mill in Hyde, opposite the Asda. Is it Asda? Yeah, I think it's Asda. Yeah, what happened there? They turned it into the mill into flats, and there's lots of people living in there. I once got offered a flat in there, as a matter of fact, many years ago. Many years ago, I was homeless, and I had nowhere to go. And I put in for a flat, and they offered me one there. But I didn't take it. I didn't take it in the end. But yeah. Of course, being homeless years ago was... It wasn't like it's homeless today. When I say I was homeless, I had no home. I had nowhere to live, nowhere to go. But you used to couch surf, or if you play your card right, that kind of thing. With the ladies, you could get a bed for the night. But yeah, back in the day, you know, it didn't take long before you could find somewhere. Of course, homelessness now is a different ballgame altogether, because if you're homeless now, it's because you can't afford the rent, because the rents are so high, because there's not that many places to rent. We need, in the City of London alone, let's get this stat right, in the City of London alone, they need 50,000 new homes a year to keep up with the demand, and that still isn't enough. And of course, I'm not going to mention the boats and all those people coming in. But they're all right because they're put up in an hotel. But you can't say that. You can't speak against that, can you? Oh no, you mustn't do that. That upsets the Liberals. That does, when you start giving your hard-earned tax away to keep somebody in a life of luxury when they haven't paid a penny into the system. But hey, who am I to moan? Right. So this next song is all about this song is all about motorbikes, motorcycles. I've had a few in my time, and the thing is with motorcycles, and cars for that matter, is there's nothing greater than having the freedom to be able to go out on the road and just drive, just enjoy the trip, you know. Something we should cherish, because I don't think personally it's going to be here much longer. Sooner or later they're going to start clamping down. But that's another story. Anyway, this is called The Open Road. Yeah, I'm going to take my slippers off because I tap my feet. I tap my feet naturally when I play, and all I got in my ear is this tap, tap, tap. It's driving me mad. I don't know whether you can pick it up on this microphone, but there we go. In road. The Open Road. Years of being tied down to the bottom of a desk. He felt the strain of sadness and the pressure and duress, but it never gave him what he needs or stopped the hunger he must feed. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. He's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag are tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Life could throw a curveball further on up the road. Gasoline and alcohol can be a heavy load, but he's longing for the western wind adventures that the road can bring. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. Yes, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag, they're tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag are tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. Living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag are tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. In denim jeans and leathers, well, he rides an iron horse, and he don't need maps or GPS to find a steady course. His dreams will take him far away to where the sun shines every day. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. I said he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag are tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. I said he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. His blanket and his saddlebag are tied down hard and tight, and he's dreaming of the open road tonight. He's dreaming of the open road tonight. Dreaming of the open road tonight. There you go, the open road. I don't know whether it's me getting older, but I get born out of breath every time I play the harmonica. Right, what else shall we do? Well, this is one. Now, bearing in mind, I wrote this 2016 was when I recorded it, in 2016. But I wrote this a year or two earlier. This is called Alive in Palestine, and if you listen to this is one that guarantees to depress you. But that's the blues, as they say. But this one, Alive in Palestine, I wrote this. I mean, Palestine's been going on for years, all that, all that trouble. But I wrote this when I seen an article once. It was a war correspondent wrote an article about what's happening in Palestine back in, must have been 15 or 16, something like that. And he's shown a very emotive and powerful picture. It was a picture of a man covered in dust, with, wreckage all around, a bombed building, and he was carrying a shopping bag, a plastic carrier bag, and in it were the remains of his son. Yeah, and that really blew my mind, and I thought, bleeding hell. And that's the reality. I mean, it's all right for politicians to send people off to fight each other in wars that make, the military-industrial complex a lot of money, but the reality is the death and destruction that it causes. And if that's the last resort, then we're all fucked, aren't we? As simple as that. Anyway, this is called Alive in Palestine. Metallic raindrops falling on a children's school. There's dust in the milk as a general rule. Concrete and rubble, barefoot on broken glass. It's a fear of a child that's hiding in a history class. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine, hung on a line in Palestine, alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Thoughts on a line in Palestine. The political agenda is fueled from a faraway land. There's finger on the trigger, someone's got blood on their hand. What does it matter if the lights are on green or on red? When you're holding a loved one in a white sheet and they're already dead. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts on a line in Palestine, alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts on the line in Palestine. The political viewpoint, it bears no right and no wrong. When the flesh is torn from the bone by the bullets and bombs. In a world full of war, well, it's good for the armament trade. When the life of a man is equal to the profit that's made. Alive in Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts on a line in Palestine, Palestine, alive in Palestine. Those thoughts on a line in Palestine. Alive in Palestine. And with that, I'm going to say au revoir, as they say in French. Or as they say on the Mexican border, they say adios. And so until next week, and don't forget, every Thursday, I'm here on Facebook. I don't know what bleeding day it is half the time. Every Thursday, 8 o'clock, I'm on Facebook, live from GJ's house. And I am almost live, 8 o'clock every Friday on YouTube, because this gets loaded up to YouTube. And on YouTube, I've got a channel called GJ Armstrong. And if you go on there, there's a playlist with all 129 of the live streams I've done so far. And so you can catch up all the way down to the very first ones when I was buggering everything up. And if anything else, it's a good laugh. So check it out and subscribe, comment, and what have you, and share. Thank you very much indeed. So until next time, adios. Adios. My friends, it's time for me to go. It's been a blast. I'm going to have to stop there. My dog's wanting to come in. She'll be scratching at the door. Where have you gone? Oh, you're there. Little baby girl. Come here. Come here. Oh, she's buggered off now. Well, now she's coming. She's happy now. She don't like being excluded from anything. Right. Okay, adios. My friends, it's time for me to go. It's been a blast. See you all. And since we met and we first said hello, but now goodbye. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios. I have to leave to travel to somewhere that I have to go, to a place where rivers flow gently to the sea, the open sea. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. I've sang a song or two, and I played this old guitar, and I hope the words I've sang has touched your hearts. One day I will come back and I will sing for you. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. I said the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios, adios, adios. Till next week, adios, people. Look after yourselves, and y'all be cool now.